Hi guys, today I'm going to be talking about the dating culture here in Iceland, specifically the dating culture in Iceland versus the US. This video has been so requested for such a long time and I get tons of messages from people who live here, want to travel here, who just really need advice, and I'm here to help you and give you some info on the dating culture here in Iceland. But before I start the video, I do have a sponsor, which is once again Skillshare. You guys should be pretty familiar with Skillshare by now, but if not, Skillshare is an online learning platform with thousands of videos. You can learn about anything that you want through super high quality videos. You can learn about music, marketing, photography, just anything that you can think of. This month I took a course which is called Designing the Life That You Want: 4 Exercises for Clarity and Motivation by Michelle B, which was absolutely lovely. This course is absolutely perfect if you are a little bit bored or if you are in a little bit of a slump right now, which a lot of us are. In the course you will get a workbook which you fill in for each lesson, and it just gives you some clarity about the values that you have in your life, and it's just really healthy for your mind and soul. If you are interested in Skillshare, I will have a link down below where the first 1000 people who click the link will get a free trial of Skillshare's premium membership, and after that it's only around $10. Thank you so much again to Skillshare for working with me. I really appreciate it, and let's dive right into the video because it's a very juicy video. First, I'm going to be talking about dates because there's a huge difference there, specifically first dates. In Iceland, it's not that common to go on an actual sitting down at a fancy restaurant kind of first date, and we definitely do not have a lot of super romantic gestures like roses and chocolate like for the first date. Like, we don't really do that at all, and I see that in movies all the time. In Iceland we tend to keep it really casual, especially for the very first dates. Often for first dates people will just get drinks or eat ice cream together just to talk and get to know each other. And I feel like these casual hangouts is probably because Iceland is obviously very small and it can be awkward running into someone on your first date, like an ex or a relative. And you know, if that casual hangout goes very well, maybe you'll start dating, maybe not. Like, it's very casual and chill, like a lot of Icelandic people are. In the US, or at least in movies and TV shows that I have seen from the US, number one, the guy does this huge romantic gesture for the girl, and it's just such a big deal, like a first date. The guy will like pick her up, give her roses, and go to this really fancy restaurants, and both of them are like dressed very nice, and it's so much pressure. And you know, it's not like that in Iceland at all. Like, couples can go to a very fancy date, but it's so uncommon that the first date is like this formal and fancy. And while we are on the topic, in the US, or at least in, you know, movies, TV shows, mainstream media, it is always the guy who asks the girl out, which is not the case in Iceland at all. In Iceland, I would say it's about 50-50. Icelandic women are just not afraid to ask the guy out. Icelandic guys or men are very used to Icelandic women asking them out. Like, it's not a big deal. And again, I don't know if this is actually how it is in the US or if that's just a stereotype that mainstream media has created. Also, I just want to add that I am talking about hetero relationships because I am a straight woman. I don't want to talk on behalf of gay people, but if you are gay or part of the LGBTQ+ community, please feel free to comment down below and let people know if there's a difference or not. So yeah, I really don't want to speak on behalf of anyone, so let's just have a conversation in the comment section. The next thing is something that is talked about a lot when it comes to dating in Iceland, and that is that people will often have sex before they start dating. In Iceland, it's super common to meet someone while you're out drinking, partying, and you know, you go home with that person, and you know, a few days later or the next day you will start talking and eventually start dating. And that's just a super common way to start a relationship here in Iceland. I know so many relationships that have started out this way, and to be honest, I feel like this just takes away a lot of stress. It's just so casual and fun, like, and yeah, it's just not a big deal here in Iceland. However, I know that this is a thing in the US, but it's not as common, and I see this a lot of the times in like romantic comedies where the woman actually feels kind of ashamed for having sex with a guy before a first date. I don't know, I just feel like the women always feel so bad about it, like they ruined something, and it's just, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I just feel like sex is a way bigger deal in the US than it is in Iceland. Like, sex is super casual in Iceland. It doesn't have to be a big deal. You can talk about sex with your friends or just anyone that you trust. But if I'm wrong, just tell me in the comments. While we are on that topic, again, Iceland is small. We have a small population and our options are limited. So having sex or dating the same person as your friend or relative is quite common. It definitely happens. This may not be the case unless in like really small towns in the US, but yeah, this definitely happens in Iceland, and it can get very, very awkward. But again, we are kind of chill about that most of the times. We actually have a term that is called kviðsystur or kviðmáur or kviðmáar, which roughly translates as stomach sisters. So if me and my friends have slept with the same guy, we are kviðsystur, aka like stomach sisters. So that's weird, very weird. I don't know if any other country has something like that. Next is social media, and I feel like it's kind of similar in Iceland and the US. Tinder is very popular, and Instagram, and probably other dating apps. So people are super casual on social media. However, walking up to a random person at like a grocery store or just somewhere public is super weird in Iceland. And I feel like it's not as weird in the US. Nothing is off limits though. If you are respectful and nice, it's totally fine, but it's just something that it's just not a part of our dating culture in Iceland to just walk up to a random person and be just like, hey, you're cute, can I have your number? And again, I feel like that is because we are shy and we kind of keep to ourselves. And again, I don't know if this is just because of movies and videos online, but I feel like people in the US are just not shy. When they see a person that they like and want to ask out, they will just actually go to that person and ask them out. However, this is not the case while there is alcohol involved. Icelandic people really like their alcohol, so at bars and clubs and stuff, it's totally normal and fine to go up to someone and ask for their number. I guess we have to be drunk to do that. Of course, it's because bars and clubs are kind of like a place to meet people. So yeah, next we have something that people in the US definitely do not have to do. It is to check if the person that you are dating is related to you. And no, we do not have an app for that. That is a myth. There is no app. But we do have a website. That's definitely one thing that separates us from a lot of other countries. And the last thing is dating foreigners. I get so many questions about this, like, do Icelandic women like foreign men, or do Icelandic men like foreign women? And honestly, I can't speak on behalf of the whole population. I just feel like if you're nice, if you and that person click, if you are respectful, if you can make the other person laugh, like if you're a human who is nice, then sure, why not? I don't think that Icelandic people is any different from other people. That's just my opinion, because I can't speak on behalf of everyone. Of course, everybody is different, everybody has their own preference. There's just one way to find out, and that is to ask the person that you like. So yeah, that's my thoughts. So those are just some differences in dating in Iceland versus the US. This is definitely like the general stuff. So maybe I'll do a part 2. I don't know. If you guys like this video, maybe I can do that. Once again, thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring this video, and I will of course have all of their links down below, including the link that you can click. The first 1000 people to click can get the free trial of Skillshare's premium membership. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.